I don't believe this. There's no way I can believe this. There's no way I can believe this. So you're telling me Gucci Mane, who rose up through the ranks on the streets, is basically a hood legend, one point was shot at and shot back and killed one of the guys that was trying to rob him. You mean to tell me that guy got not just robbed, supposedly kidnapped by this dude? Gucci Mane robbed by a guy named Poop Shiesty. Poop Shiesty. And we're just all acting like this is normal. At this point, y'all would have to have video proof. Y'all would have to have multiple witnesses. And I still wouldn't believe it. I think I don't care. Even if Gucci Mane came out and said, yeah, they robbed me and kidnapped me, I don't think I would believe this shit. Didn't they say this dude was getting pressed in prison? Didn't they say he snitched or something? Didn't they say he was getting pressed? He was quiet as a church mouse in prison? You want me to believe that this guy suddenly became super duper gangster and is robbing and kidnapping dudes of that stature? If this actually happened, then Gucci Mane must have became a monk. Because there's no way you becoming a civilian after a life of doing crime would make you this soft to not want to get any kind of get back on this dude for humiliating you like that. Kidnapped? Could you imagine? Again, not kidnapped by somebody that's like feared on the streets. By a rapper, bro. By a skinny rapper that looks like this, bro. Nigga name is Poop Shiesty. Come fucking on. I understand that he grew his beard out. So now he doesn't look soft now. Even if you got a gun on you, it's not that easy to just kidnap anybody. How do you look at somebody like this and he tells you get in the car and you get in the car? I can't imagine a lot of people doing this, bro, especially people that are from the streets. Yeah, this guy can absolutely rob some civilian. This don't make no fucking sense. There is something really fishy, really suspicious about this story. Maybe they collaborated, both of them, just maybe pretend beef to get his album sales up, some publicity stunt. I mean, because at this point, if you got robbed by this dude, then maybe I can rob Gucci Mane and get away with it. Look at this fucking guy, bro. Am I the only one? How come when everybody talks about this case and this supposed story, they don't mention this? They're just only surprised that this allegedly happened to Gucci Mane. Not the fact that this guy is supposed to be the guy who did it. And nobody's mentioning that. Again, wasn't this the guy that was quiet as a church mouse and was getting pressed in prison? I bet you Gucci Mane wasn't getting pressed in prison, right? This shit don't make no kind of sense. At some point, you have to have pride in yourself. I don't care about nobody talking that he's trying to trick you out the streets, man. He's trying to trick you out the streets. So what are you supposed to do? Just because you're not living the street life no more, you're supposed to just let anybody just smack you and disrespect you and humiliate the fuck out of you and not do nothing? Is that what y'all saying now? And I'm not a Gucci Mane fan. I've never been a fan of his. Listen, I don't have a big platform to influence anything, so shouldn't nobody try to say I'm trying to get anybody in trouble. I just know if something like this happened to me, bro, and I was at the status that Gucci Mane is at, he's not getting away with that. If I have that much money and that much resources, I can't afford to do anything at that point. Why would I just let that slide? You mean to tell me that guy, this guy is that gangster? That somebody at his level couldn't retaliate? One thing I'm glad, people are burning him up in the comments, saying how dumb this Poop Shiesty guy is, calling him a crash out and a crash dummy, saying that he wants to go back to prison, that he must have a boyfriend in prison because he keeps going back. Why is so much weird shit happening? The more time goes on, the more disappointing news. Can't nobody have no kind of legacy? Everybody's legacy got to get tarnished. Every single guy that was a street legend now got just magically out of nowhere got some supposed paperwork on them. I try not to delve in this like FBI like bullshit, but this kind of shit makes me think like is there some FBI bullshit going on? Like is there some like FBI is there some like FBI conspiracy to make every gangster look like a bitch? Making up paperwork on them, spreading rumors about them, setting them up to get beat up or robbed or just everybody, just nobody can have that kind of reputation, huh? This is the kind of era like if Bumpy Johnson was around today, I guess something will come up about him. There'd be people saying that he got paperwork on him and they'll keep saying it and it'll blow up online. Or somebody will start making up rumors about him getting knocked out and getting his jewelry taken from him. And then like the guy that knocked him out would be like some nerdy looking guy to add insult to injury. Shit is embarrassing, bro. And this guy, Poop Shiesty, I'm not going to sit here and claim he's going to be, this ain't the movies. He's not going to be nobody's bitch in jail or whatever. But I think a dude like this is bound to get in trouble eventually. If he doesn't become a fiend and end up owing a lot of people money and PCing up because he can't pay his drug debt, it's going to be something else. A crash dummy like this is eventually gonna get run into trouble in prison. But I think some like this, like, oh man, I robbed Gucci Mane, man. I'm that dude, I'm that strong. I think this is gonna embolden him. He's probably gonna act like he's tough in prison. And he's going to see that wherever he goes, he's gonna run into trouble. I hope he don't do no time. I hope he gets out. A lot of people say he should stay in there. He's a menace. No, I don't wish he gets locked up. I wish him to be out. I want to give Gucci Mane the opportunity to be able to avenge himself. That must really hurt. If it's not true, because now people saying that he's snitching or whatever. What is happening? What is this world coming to, bro? If it is true, then maybe I just have to believe in that Gucci Mane that he's a clone. There, I said it. See what you did, Gucci Mane? You got me sounding like a conspiracy theorist. In order to cope, we have to take it that far and just chalk it up to that's not Gucci Mane, that's a clone. Because this shit don't make no fucking sense. How do you become pussy overnight? That doesn't happen to anybody. What happened? Did the government kidnap him and brainwash him and made him scary? Did they do that to Gucci Mane? And let me stop, bro. Let me stop. This story is making less sense the more I hear it, unless it happened a very specific way. If this story did happen, it couldn't be dude just drew down on Gucci Mane. Like, give me your shit, Gucci. I feel like Gucci Mane probably would have smacked him. Dude, this is like his son. That's his son. How would he be intimidated? Like your little bro, Imagine your little bro was like, yo, big bro, give me your shit, man. You're gonna look at him like, yo, what are you doing? You're not gonna be fearful and be like, okay, take everything. So y'all expect me to believe that's how that happened? If it did happen, it's probably he had more people with him and they got the drop on him. Like they came in like guns drawn already. And Gucci Mane wasn't within striking distance to take any pistol away from anybody. And they was masked up. So he probably didn't know it was a Poop Shiesty. Had he known that it was Poop Shiesty, he would have been like, man, if you don't get the fuck out my face with that bullshit. And I know it's not always about how you look, but just everything about this case sounds stupid. And first of all, that's how I can tell this dude, Poop Shiesty, is not a gangster. He's a street dude. He's from the streets. He's not a real gangster though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a real gangster wouldn't do something like this. You're just a crash out, basically. You're just a crash dummy. Somebody put the battery in your back and you listen to them like a clown. You lucky you didn't get fucking whacked that same night. And again, if this did happen, nothing probably happened to him because he had other people with him. You couldn't do it by yourself, Poop Shiesty. This Poop Shiesty character wouldn't be able to orchestrate a robbery by himself, especially not with somebody like Gucci Mane. If you attempted to do that by yourself, he would have smacked the fuck out of you. You can say I'm a hater, whatever. I'm just being realistic. He was probably like the lookout. Not saying this guy isn't a goon, but come on, bro. You're not doing all that, bro.